Today I just wanted to do a short and sweet video talking through my favorite houseplant. The Monstera Deliciosa is hands down my absolute favorite plant. I wanted to go through the reasons why I love this plant, my care tips for it, along with when I water it and how I fertilize it. If you are new here, my name is Devin. I share a lot about my plants and my home, and I am just diving into YouTube, so thank you so much for being here and for watching this. Just to start, I wanted to say somebody is right here and actually wants to say hello first. Okay, so to start, I wanted to say that this houseplant can grow really big, and the leaves are so unique and so stunning, but yet it is really easy. It's a very easy plant. I also think that it is such a rewarding plant because it grows relatively fast, and each time there's a new leaf that unfurls, you just feel so good as a plant parent, like you're doing something right. So I could not recommend this one enough. Okay, so for soil, I always use a well-draining mix. I personally just get like the Miracle-Gro basic houseplant soil, but then I always mix things that keep it aerated and well-draining into that. So I will grab a bag of orchid bark, vermiculite, perlite, and I will get a big container and just kind of throw all those things together and mix it up. So for fertilizer, my absolute favorite fertilizer that I will forever recommend is from Happy Houseplant. And this is a brand new box, so I've got the tissue paper, but it comes and looks like this. It's plant food. So this is fabulous because it makes fertilizing so easy. You just use this every single time you water, and for me that was what sold me, because I know with having several houseplants it's so hard to keep up with when you last fertilize. I don't want to over fertilize, but with plant food you just do it every single time you water, so easy. I also love this plant food because, hey bud, Jaxie, can you sit down? Thank you. Okay, so I just purchased one of these gallon water jugs from my grocery store. This was over a year ago because I reuse this exact same one every single time I water. It's so nice. You will take this and pour it into here, 1 milliliter per gallon of water. Super easy. I do have a discount code and we'll link this below. I have just used this for like 3 years now, and my plants absolutely love it. Okay, so some common problems you may see with monsteras is either yellowing of leaves or crispy edges. So for yellowing of leaves, either you are overwatering or there are pests, for the most part, that I've experienced, or browning, crisping of leaves could be underwatering. As far as pest prevention, one of the best things to do is just inspect your leaves, and we also need to dust our leaves, and that's a great time to inspect them just to make sure you don't see any pests. So I purchased just these microfiber gloves. Somebody really likes to retrieve these gloves, and so I don't know where the other one is currently, but these are really beneficial to just quickly wipe down the leaves. If you do see any pests, because I have had thrips before, which I could make an entire video on them, but if you do see pests, then you're going to want to isolate the plant and thoroughly wipe down each leaf. And yeah, you can send me a message if you do have pests on your plant, because I can recommend some different pest sprays and pesticides. I water my monstera about every week and a half. I change that in the summer. Sometimes it's every week, but I try to water it consistently about every week and a half. If you're unsure and you're scared of overwatering it or underwatering it, you can check the soil, and if the top few inches are dry, then that's a good time to water it again. You just don't want it to sit in water, and you don't want it to dry out completely. Last thing is light. So these plants do really well in bright and direct light. You don't want to place them in an area where they're going to have direct sun, and that could scorch the leaves. So maybe not a south or west facing window. However, I know some can acclimate to have more sunlight. Like I have a grow light above my plants right now, and they do super well with it. but the window behind them is east facing, so they just get soft morning light until about noon, and then it's gone. If you have a room with a window that gives bright light off throughout the day, your Monstera is going to do well. It does not need direct light. It does really well with indirect light. I hope that this video convinced you to get a Monstera. If you have any questions about them, please leave them below, and let's chat all things Monsteras. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Hello.